Good morning. My name is Caroline Phillips. Today we are going to be doing experiment number 2, determination of experimental molar mass by freezing point depression. So the purpose of this lab is to determine the freezing temperature of a pure solvent and of a mixture, and to understand and calculate the freezing point depression of the mixture, and then to calculate the molecular weight or molar mass. So it's important to note, here's my pre-lab that I've done. I have included my purpose, my SDS, my references, and my pre-lab questions. So today we will be working with paradichlorobenzene and as well as naphthalene, excuse me. So I've done an SDS for each of those, and it is important to note that I'm wearing my correct lab equipment, and I will be handling those chemicals and properties as such. So I have done my research plan for this. My experimental side is blank currently. However, I will be filling that out as I go. So the first thing that I will be doing is using a weighing boat. I have an aluminum one. And I will be weighing out approximately 6.5 grams of the paradichlorobenzene. So I will do that. I'm going to zero out and as close as I can to 6.5 grams. All right, so I have my 6.5 grams. And as I go, I will be recording my qualitative observations. So I'm going to write 6.5 grams. Has a strong smell. So now I will carefully place this into a test tube. Now, I will create a hot water bath with my pot filled with water. As stated in my pre-lab, or in my lab, the hot water bath's temperature, it should not exceed the melting point of my paradichlorobenzene, which in my pre-lab I found to be 53.1 degrees Celsius. So I will make sure that my hot water bath does not exceed that temperature. Now I will use my clamp to suspend my test tube over my water. And I will make sure that the water is above my paradichlorobenzene. And then, as stated, I will record. I will use my other in here to then monitor the temperature every 60 seconds. since it has been 60 seconds, I will record the temperature of my test tube, which is 30 degrees Celsius. It's been 4 minutes and my temperature has already risen to about 41 degrees Celsius. The time is at about just over 8 minutes and the temperature has risen to 45 degrees Celsius. It's been 20 minutes and my solute has completely dissolved. Now I've completely melted my solute. I will now move on to part B. Now in part B, I will pack my 250 milliliter beaker with ice and then suspend my my solvent in, or my chlorobenzene into my ice bath. Now I have my ice bath and I will suspend it over into this. So here we are into my ice bath. I have started a stopwatch to calculate and record how long it takes for my thing to dissolve, or to freeze, excuse me. After 1 minute, my temperature was 45 degrees Celsius already, starting, going from 53 degrees Celsius. I'm going to check this to see. It looks like it's completely melted once again. And after 2 minutes, it's at 40 degrees. Now that I have completely frozen my paradichlorobenzene, I will remelt it so that I can use it to perform part C. So I will bring my hot water bath back. Record temperature, it is good. All right. Move this. Bring this back. And suspend it completely under. Previously within my lab, I have been stating that my paradichlorobenzene is my solvent, or is my solute. However, it is my solvent. And while I wait for it to remelt, I am going to weigh out my solute, which is my naphthalene. I will be using a weigh boat, and then I will weigh out my 1.5 grams of my naphthalene, which is my solute. So let's go ahead and do that. I am zeroing my scale and then adding approximately 1.5 grams. Now that my solvent my paradichlorobenzene has completely melted, I will add my 1.5 grams of my naphthalene, my solute, into the test tube. So I will carefully do this. Now I will repeat my steps from part A, which is to place this in a hot water bath and to record the temperatures and see how long it takes to melt. So my starting temperature is 52 degrees Celsius. All right, it's been 4 minutes and my solution is completely melted and it's at 60 degrees Celsius. And now I will move on to part D, in which I repeat steps 1 through 6 from part B, which is to melt. So I will carefully lift this outside of it, take out this, move my hot water bath over, and then carefully move this back down into my ice bath and start the time. Takes to completely melt. It's been 1 minute in my ice bath and the temperature is 35 degrees Celsius. Check to see if it's completely melted. Frozen, excuse me, and it is not. So I'll continue to freeze it. It's been 3 minutes and my solution is at 33 degrees Celsius. And I believe if I check it, it is completely frozen. All right, so now to conclude my lab, I will remelt my solution for proper disposal as described within my cleanup. And so that concludes my determination of experimental molar mass by freezing point depression lab, and I will move on to my lab analysis. Thank you.